Hey, hello, once again, it's Michael right here, and this is a three-part series video, and this is the part one, okay? But at the end of the third part, you'll be able to resolve the issue of your card being declined, okay, whenever you want to pay for Facebook or Instagram ads, okay? You see that pop up that your card is declined or they couldn't process payment, okay? But in this first part, we'll be focusing on the reasons for this issue, while in the second part, I'll be sharing with you the solutions. In the third part, I'm going to also be sharing with you other solutions, then I'm going to summarize. The second part, I'm going to be sharing with you the two main solutions to this issue. Okay, now let's come back to part one, reasons why your cards are declined. Okay, so before we go into the solutions, it will be great to know why your cards are declined. Now, there are two reasons why your cards are declined. Okay, but before I talk about these two reasons, you should also know that on these platforms, they have two payment methods. Okay, payment methods are ad accounts are categorized into two based on the payment method. We have the postpaid ad account and the prepaid ad account, and 90% or more than 90% of people with the issue of their card being declined or rejected are people making use of a postpaid ad account. Okay, now that the postpaid ad account, there are two options: the debit or credit card and the add credit option. Now I'm just going to say a little bit about the add credit option so you can have an idea of what is it. Now it is free money given to you, okay, by them to run ads. Now you don't pay for it, you don't also apply for it. They are the ones that will make the decision and award it to certain accounts. Now most of the time they award it to accounts that hasn't run ads before as a motivation so they can run ads, or accounts that have been running ads successfully over a period of time, probably as a motivation and appreciation, okay, to keep on running ads. Now I've not seen ad credit of more than $10. I've seen $5, $10. In fact, the one I had once on Instagram was like $5, and I just saw the pop up and I went ahead to use it to run ads. You understand? But to be on the safe side, okay, one thing you should know is that in order for you to use this ad credit, they will never ask you for your login details, email, phone number, or password, or your security code in the case of two-factor authentication, because they have all of these details. Okay, so for you to be on the safe side, be aware of this. They won't ask you for any of these details if they actually award you an ad credit, or before you're able to use this ad credit, they won't ask you for any of these details. Okay, that being said, let's go back to the main deal. It's a debit or credit card option where you put your card there and you succeed in putting your card. Probably you start running your ads, but when it's time for you to pay, you're seeing a pop-up that the card is declined or is rejected or they couldn't process payment, and because of that your ad account is restricted or is disabled. You can't go on with your ads. Okay, now the first reason for this is because your card is not enabled for international transactions. Okay, because when you put your card on this debit or credit card option, your bank sees it as an international transaction. It's not a local transaction, and it's not all naira cards that are enabled for international transaction. Now, the second reason is that the card has reached a monthly limit for international transactions. Okay, now it's not Naira cards that are enabled for international transactions, but the ones that are enabled for international transactions are also limited to $20 a month, most of them, okay, which is around 8,000 something, okay, in a month. So probably you reach that limit. Probably you've been using that card to pay for ads above 8,000 something in that particular month, or when you add the amount they want to deduct to the card that time, so the ones you've paid recently within that month is more than 8k, maybe it's approaching 9k, then they won't be able to process payment from the card. Okay, so these are the two major reasons. Your card is not enabled for international transactions, and the second reason that the card has reached the monthly limit for international transactions. Like I said, it's not all Naira cards that are enabled for international transactions, but even the ones that are enabled for international transactions are limited to $20 monthly. In the part two of this series, I'm going to be sharing with you the solutions to this particular problem.